Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you 17 cannabis stocks, and also I'm going to just tell you a little bit about cannabis stocks, especially those of you who are new in the stock market and the cannabis sector. And I'm going to share a little bit of an experience, and just stick with me, and we will get through this real quick. All right. So if you're new here, this is a patient money channel. I try to unearth, undervalued, undiscovered stocks that have a huge potential to, go up, 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 up. And I bring them to you before they become popular. And also cryptocurrencies as well. So if you can do me a favor and consider subscribing, that would go a long way to help this channel. And thank you very much for being here. Also, do well to give the video a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. All right, so let's jump right into it. Cannabis stocks. So there are three things you need to know about cannabis stocks before you start buying and start engaging in the cannabis sector. Okay, there are three things you need to know. Number one, cannabis stocks are highly speculative. They usually start doing very well when there's imminent news, or in this case, this administration in general is just favorable to legalization. So it is going to be imminent news for the next 4 years, and people would want to get in before the action. And a lot of the people do get in before the news, and they sell on the news. So the rookies, they try to buy on the news when it's already popular and it's on CNBC and everywhere. That's when they try to jump in, and then the people who've been around for a while pull out, and there's a vacuum and they fall. Now, the second thing you need to know about cannabis stocks is that people do not play it like they play other stocks. Okay, even the some of the seasoned investors who like to invest long term know the volatility of cannabis stocks. So if they have a lot of shares of a cannabis company and it shoots really high for 2 3 days straight, they do take profits and wait to buy back in because they know it's just that volatile, and it's something that's very peculiar to the cannabis industry. So also, money comes in real fast and leaves real fast. That's what happens. When there's imminent news or there are rumors of a news, money rushes in the cannabis sector and things just start going up 40%, 50%, 70%. And it could go like that for like 2 3 days. And then when it comes crashing hard. It comes crashing down hard. Like today, we saw Tilray minus, like 49% or something like that. We saw so many things down 20%, down 30%. It's if you put your hard-earned money in at the wrong time, it could be heart-wrenching. So that's something you need to know, that this is what can happen with cannabis stocks. Even when companies have good fundamentals like Tilray, they can still get played because they are in the sector. So they will still get played either way. So just take note of that. Three. Not all cannabis stocks are real. Some of them are just shells. A lot of companies, okay, they know that okay now the Democrats are in power, and it's very likely they are going to legalize stuff, and so some companies just begin to start adding, oh, we produce some CBD extract, something extract. They just add something small to their product lineup so that they can be considered a cannabis stock, just for the purpose of being considered a cannabis stock. So they may not be a shell as in a fake company, but they may not be a company that will be successful in the cannabis industry. And just like any industry, most of these companies you see are not going to be successful. Only a very few are going to be successful, and it's up to you to do your due diligence, do your homework, and pick out the ones that you think will be successful. So I don't know how many of you have been around for a while, but I have been playing cannabis stocks. I've been playing cannabis stocks since 2014, when Washington and Colorado first were going to legalize recreational cannabis, right? And it was a craze then. You think there's a craze now? Back then, companies popped out of nowhere, and they all had MJ kind of something in their name related to cannabis. And I watched some of these companies just vanish into thin air. Some got delisted, and they say you can't lose your money in stocks, but some of these were bad. Like some people lost all their money was just gone, and it was horrible. It was up and it was down and it was very very down and it was very very up, and it's it was very very volatile. And so most people who come into the cannabis sector, a lot of the people are not regular people in the stock market. They come for the hype. Okay, so they are in and out. So I would say there's a lot more paper hands than there are diamond hands. But then a few companies rose to the top, and the people who were able to hold stocks in those companies did quite well. So that's just something to know. I will be making another video where I focus on a few that I believe, have a greater probability of being successful. But for this video, I'm just going to put out 17 that I've had in my watch list, so that you guys can also watch it along and at least have an idea. That there are many, many, many more out there, but these are 17 that I have in my watch list right now. So here we go. All right, the first one is also I'm not going to call the company names or say anything about a company or anything that's coming up. Okay, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. And if you want to get into cannabis stocks, it's best to buy when there's a sell-off. And we've seen a sell-off in the past 2 days. Okay, there has been some level of sell-off. So that's when everybody is afraid. Okay, and everybody's pulling out. And what did Warren Buffett say? Be greedy when everybody is afraid. Okay, so yeah. All right, the first one is MMNF. Okay, the second one is AMMJ. Third one is SGMD. Next one is TLRY, Tilray. Next one is ACB. Next one is CGC. Next one is GRWG. Next one is XXII. Next one is ATTBF, Abadis. Next one is CURLF. Next one is PLNHF. Next one is CANN. Next one is GTBIF. Next one is TCNNF. Next one is TRSSF. Next one is TPB. And then we have IIPR and ERBB. Okay, these are in no particular order. Okay, these are stocks for you to do your due diligence and try to scoop when there's a sell-off or when there's a big dip, and just lay in ambush. And because when cannabis news hits, this watch list, usually when the cannabis news hits, this watch list is all green. Okay, for as long as there is some news or some catalyst, something else propelling it. Okay, yeah. All right, go be smart, do your due diligence, and invest. I will see you in the next video.